videos where you have an officer basically around the neck area.
These two retired Vegas cops, now podcast hosts.
They don't have ID, they can't get into a hotel room. To get them the help they need, especially if someone even gets arrested. A lot of people don't know how the justice system works.
But I want someone to actually know them and know that it's legit.
I see a big 2023 for this group right here.
I would, in general, be wary of the storefront psychic.
You guys have going on is necessary, it's needed.
Hey everybody, this is David Kohlmeyer, the Problem Solver. Thanks so much for joining us. Thursdays at 5:30, a little bit later than normal. We have a new time here starting for February at 5:30. Every single week, we're going live to solve some problems and talk about some interesting topics and to share some wisdom from different experts and people with a lot of experience, you know, every single week. So
A lot of experience
here today. As usual, I have Dr. Gentille here as a co-host.
Hey.
And then we have Laura, our celebrity psychic and co-host.
Hello, always great to be here.
So thank you guys so much for co-hosting. Every week you guys are great and amazing. And then today we have a special person who is Chelsea Dion. Welcome, Chelsea.
Hello. Happy to be here. First bodybuilder on.
First bodybuilder on the Problem Solver. She's a professional bodybuilder.
I am.
She is a trainer and a fitness model. And I read a little bit of your bio, so I'm kind of excited for you to be on the show.
For sure. I'm excited to talk.
So how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Today was just a nice chill day. Life of a bodybuilder sometimes.
I like it.
Rest day, not much planned.
Do you work out like 7 days a week or 6?
No, I usually do 3 on, 1 off.
Oh.
I just took like a whole month off, actually. Just I competed in, it's called like the Super Bowl of bodybuilding in December. It was here in Vegas. It's called the Olympia. So I had a very, very long year of prepping, dieting, training nonstop. So my body needed a rest.
Wow, that's amazing. How'd you do?
I am 9th in the world.
Yeah,
Yes.
congrats.
Yeah,
Oh my God, a year.
It was my my rookie pro year as well.
Really?
Yeah, so I went pro December 2021, and then
No way.
December 2022, I was 9th in the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
It still doesn't seem real, honestly. I look at pictures and I'm like, that was me. Oh my God.
I don't have the discipline, you know.
You do.
Some friends were like, hey, well, you should do the bikini, whatever. I'm like, and how long can I not drink?
I know.
You know, they're like, whatever, 6 weeks or 6 months.
Like
I'm
12 weeks,
Oh,
probably.
I'm like, yeah, nah, I can't do it.
Vodka waters?
Oh, I thought you can drink anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't, but
Oh, okay.
if you were to do like bikini, you probably could get away with drinking a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, they said 0, and
cheat a little bit.
I was an alcoholic back then, sort of. You know,
Back then, sort of.
Yeah, not anymore. Maybe I can do it now.
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
No, that was 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2
A long
years.
time ago, 2 years
That's
ago.
a long time.
And that for not drinking?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't hardly drink now.
Okay. She's on to some other better stuff.
That's me. I smoke a lot of weed now. I don't need alcohol.
There's
Okay. That's quite better for you.
Marijuana is everywhere these days in Las Vegas.
It's great.
Every like 5 blocks is a store now. You can just your local 7-Eleven became like a dispensary now. I've seen some places that have changed like that.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. So you are a professional bodybuilder. So is what you mentioned every day? Are you normally working out?
3 days on, 3 days off.
Basically, my entire day almost revolves around bodybuilding. The way
Eating.
I eat, the way I go about my day. Like I wake up, do cardio, go make my breakfast, then I do some social media stuff, whether I'm training that day or not. You know, it's eat another meal.
Yeah.
You know, relax, work, eat another meal, go train, come
a
home.
lot of eating, right?
It is,
Yeah.
but honestly, I love to eat. So like the fact I get to eat 6 meals a day, it's great.
Wow, that's a lot. But you have to be really choosy about your meals.
Yeah,
correct?
I eat the same thing every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell us how that works.
That's
Like,
why the
what are you
weed
eating
helps.
six meals a day, right? Tell us what that consists
Chicken
of.
breasts and broccoli, probably.
Definitely chicken breast, chicken and rice. I do a lot of shredded lettuce in there, especially when I'm dieting and I don't get a lot of food. I'll add the shredded lettuce in there for some volume, so it feels like I'm eating food.
Yeah.
Cream of rice, protein, salmon,
Okay.
You get bored throughout the day by eating those meals? Because
I'm never bored with my food, honestly. I use a bunch of different sauces, low calorie sauces that change it up, but I look forward to eating my chicken and rice meal every day.
But see, she has a goal in mind.
I do.
She sees herself in the future, so it motivates you to eat whatever you need to eat, right? Or do whatever you need to do.
I just smoke a bowl right before, eat my chicken and rice, and I'm like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, but what if you overeat after you smoke?
Well, that is the tricky part because, cravings can come about.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I've just kind of realized that, like, you just get over those.
Oh, okay.
But the past month and a half since the show, I have definitely been eating
way more, right? Yeah, your discipline's gone.
Yeah, but I'm back on it now. I have the goal in mind for the upcoming year in 2024.
Yeah.
So.
May I ask you something? And I hope you don't get offended or anything.
No, I'm used to getting.
Is it all natural, or do you use anything?
No, I do use steroids.
Steroids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, it is part of the game. Really, I do female bodybuilding, so we are like the most extreme. There's bikini, there's figure, there's women's physique. Those are all different categories that are a little less muscular, but we are like the top of the top.
Oh, so
we're the leanest. We're 6% body fat.
Right.
5%. So your body naturally doesn't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah. And
does it affect you negatively or anything with the steroids that you use?
Usually,
what are the effects?
Usually after the show, I'll feel a little down. Just because my estrogen I won't have like much estrogen. My test is basically nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
So a lot of people think, because she's a bodybuilder, she's on test, she's on trend. I don't take those type of steroids.
Oh.
They're more like oral.
Okay.
Primobolan is another one I take, but
I'm so confused because I thought steroids were not allowed, but are there certain ones that are? I'm like really not that aware of
I was
this
asking
world.
the same question. I'm glad you asked it.
So it's not that they're not allowed, they're just not really talked about. So I'm in an organization that isn't tested.
Okay, so because I know for like the Olympics, obviously it's a huge problem, right?
Yeah. But we're not like, up there. We're not trying to run as fast as we can and stuff. We're all about the looks. Yeah.
So there's no like drug testing for yours?
No.
And this show is called what?
The Olympia.
Olympia, right? And I think actually, and our engineer that's here, is the Christina Lauren part of that too?
I don't have any idea. I know we have plenty of people from Olympia in the studio pretty often.
Bikini and stuff.
I saw Jay Cutler on the TV out
there.
there.
Yeah.
He's living out here in Vegas, one of the best of the best.
That's really interesting because I thought the same thing with the steroid situation. So it's an interesting topic. She mentioned effects in general. You saying that you feel down after a show.
Oh, yeah.
But in regards to your body in general, like one thing is we've talked to some doctors here about men taking testosterone. And I know I mentioned, I wanted to try it just to see if there's effect. And my wife will say, you may start losing your hair or doing things. What other side effects, if you don't mind asking, that you have?
Well,
and how long have you been taking it?
So I didn't start taking steroids until, my first, 2018. And then I took 2 years off, and then getting ready for 2020, I got back on, but I always take breaks off of it.
Sure.
The goal is to always stay as feminine as possible. And unfortunately, with women's bodybuilding, they tend to take it a little overboard. And one thing that I plan on always doing is bringing my most feminine package ever. And that's one thing I get a lot of compliments on is, wow, you're so beautiful. You're still so feminine. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't
That's good.
plan on pushing drugs like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the side effects are obviously my voice is deeper, but I've always had a deep voice. So it's, it never really bothered me. You could get hair growth everywhere. I am not a hairy person, so that's not one of the side effects. One of the main ones has just always been my voice, which is fine.
How much has it changed from 5 years ago?
I've listened to videos of myself 5 years ago, and part of me feels like it's not even me. But it's like when I'm talking back 5 years ago on social media, when I was making videos, I wasn't really talking normal. I was doing an Instagram voice. You know what I mean? Hey guys, not my normal chill voice.
The valley voice?
Yeah, just knowing I'm recording myself. Your voice kind of changes. You put on that impersonator voice.
Right.
If you stop taking the steroids, do you believe your voice changes back?
I think it will come back a little higher, but
Interesting.
it doesn't really bother me. We get a lot of people who like the deep voice.
How about for
interesting question.
how about sexually? Does it make you more horny or anything?
It
when
will.
you do steroids?
So like when I get on, it will. But then the problem is when you're dieting and you're training so much, you're just fucking tired. So the last thing I want to do is fuck. You know, my poor boyfriend, I neglected him for months because I'm like just.
What?
I fall asleep on the couch every night.
Oh my goodness.
I know. And then we're working on it. So
That's good.
I told him, I'm like, babe, this last year, I know we were focused on me. I was selfish. So, 2023, we're going to focus on you. I owe you a little bit.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You're like, just do it. I'll be asleep, but go ahead and do it, baby.
I know.
Just put it in.
So is that just because of the training and being?
Yeah,
or is
honestly,
it, or
it's
is it the
just
steroid that
training.
makes you? The steroid make you tired? No, it shouldn't make you-
No. It's just the fact that like I wake up, I do 45
routine.
minutes of cardio. I reserve all my energy to go train, and then after I train, I come home. Depending on how close to the show I am, I have to do another, say, 30 minutes of cardio before my last meal. So I come home, take a shower. Like, it's just a long day.
No, I hear
And, the last thing you want to do is, like, put energy into trying to have sex.
Right. Well, I'm telling you, just lay there.
I know.
what I do.
I do.
I think that's a common thing in Vegas to just lay there. No,
That sounds like really boring sex. I'm just gonna have to
Well,
say.
but what I'm saying is,
that's the whole point of the problem solving. So we have to solve this
How do we
problem.
fix my sex drive?
if a guy wants it, and then you don't have any energy, I mean, the only thing to do is just lay there.
Just take
For
it,
him,
just take it like a man.
Yeah, just lay there for him at least.
Interesting.
Yeah, right.
So
It's for you guys.
For
It's-
all our listening viewers, I mean, this is
Yeah.
Dr. G's giving some really
It's
good
for you, men.
problem-solving advice.
When we're just laying there for you to just take it, it's not for us. It's for you, honey. So take it.
It's for me, too.
Dr. G's always like very, giving, loving person. Just come,
I am.
just come take it.
Just come take it.
If you want to take it.
So here's a good question. So and not to go into the whole story thing is, if you wanted an upper type of to take something to be more sexually driven as a female, because you're working out, you're tired, what would that be that wouldn't I'm about to say conflict with the steroid, like? that
Oh, I
wouldn't
had
affect
some
you?
stuff with me, but I didn't bring those.
What is it?
I didn't bring the pills. There's some
You have a pill?
pills, yeah, for like women to feel sexier and
Have you ever
get
taken
your
something like
juices
that? No,
flowing.
okay.
I don't know how well it works. though.
Dr. G's got she's got a lot
got
of
all the
pills.
tricks.
She prescribes a lot of medication.
She's like,
for
girl, you
people
need
that have that problem.
CMOS.
I prescribe a lot of stuff. I don't do most of it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need something. You need some uppers. Dr. G she'll help you with that.
I'm feeling much better now.
Laura's laughing like, what is this conversation going?
No, I never know where it's going, but that's okay.
That's the whole key with it. Okay. What type of opportunities have you received from basically being, a professional bodybuilder? Like, so your number, you said 9, right? You said 8 or 9, right?
9.
You're number 9.
In the world.
What comes with
Number
that?
one coming up.
Is it sponsors? Is it money? Like, what comes with that?
So I've actually had some pretty cool opportunities. Last year, actually, on this exact day, I worked with Tove Lo on her album visuals. So we went out to Joshua Tree, and they wanted like a strong, powerful woman in her videos, and so they had me carry her through the desert like I had rescued her. It was super cool.
Oh,
and then
that's fun.
I kissed her, yeah. And so like her whole album came out over the past year, and it'd be so cool because you'd see me on Spotify on like the picture that plays when you're listening to
Is
the
it something
song.
that they could look up? Do you have
Yeah,
the link?
absolutely. Yeah, if you just go.
What's
she's
the
really
Chase? What's the
well-known.
link if she sends it?
Oh, no.
Maybe we could showcase that.
Admin at stickypawsstudios.com.
Cool.
Admin at stickypaws.com, right?
Yeah.
Studios. Yes.
Sticky Paws.
Studio.
Sticky
Studios.
Paws.
.com.
We need something shorter. It's a little too long.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
that's
think we just doxed
really
the whole studio.
long.
Just admin like sps.com or something,
Yeah, like here I am with her. For one,
Oh.
like
wow.
you can only see my body.
Oh, I
but,
see it. Yeah. Wow.
Do you have any videos that you want to showcase on the screen, the big screen, or
that looks hot.
Yeah, I mean I have some.
if you want to text it to me and I can text it to them?
Okay, cool.
That's fine as we're
That'd be
talking
great.
about it. Go ahead.
Oh, another thing I was just saying, it looked hot.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was so cool. That was like a cool thing that came about from being like a bodybuilder, I got a message on Instagram and it looked fishy. So I looked up the company. I was like, okay, this looks legit. I'll take this call. And she's like, we're trying to find someone for Tove Lo's videos, blah, blah, blah. And her husband calls me because he was the art director, and he was like, at the end I was thinking you guys can give her a real nice juicy kiss. And I'm like, oh, I'll kiss Tovlo, absolutely.
She's a singer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
she's,
don't know who
she's
that
very
is.
famous.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure
Yeah, it's a
if you
big
listen to
deal.
one of her songs, you'll be like, oh, I know who she is.
Okay.
The name threw me off. Like when they called me and told me about it, I'm like, Swedish singer named Tovlo. I don't know who that is. And then once I saw it written down, I was like,
Super famous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you
I'm
been in
really
any
bad
other
at music.
any other commercials or TV? Or
So
movies?
I've done just like some cool modeling for like companies that have never featured like fitness chicks or buff chicks and stuff like that. One company was Assholes Live Forever.
Assholes Live Forever?
Assholes live forever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They have some like it's like
That's where a lot of
Unless
junkies.
someone gets revenge, I suppose.
That's where a lot of Dr. G's ex-boyfriends normally
Assholes
go.
live forever.
That's
Yes.
where they normally go after she's
why,
done with them.
That's where I know to find them.
yeah, that was fun. It's just been cool, like to see that like people are starting to accept muscular chicks a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of like a stereotype or unicorns.
Oh, I don't know. Y'all have been, in the marketplace for a long time. I mean, or a lot of, people have liked bodybuilders for a long time.
I think it's becoming more accepted.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how do you feel?
So.
Do you feel that you treated differently being more of a muscular female?
Sometimes.
you go places?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do people make rude comments? Or?
Yeah,
Really?
for sure. I see the faces people make sometimes.
I would think you would get the best of both worlds.
It's very hit and miss. Either
Yeah.
people are like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
it's so awesome, or people are like, that's disgusting.
Right.
That's a man. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? You're just insecure with yourself.
I just wish people could just be whatever they want to be.
Exactly.
Like there's the whole thing with Jessica Simpson where she was heavier and people were, complaining about her
Insulting her,
being
yeah.
heavy or, criticizing her. And then she lost a bunch of weight and now everyone's like.
And now she's like a
also,
crackhead.
yeah. And I'm like, will you just be in our bodies and,
People will
It's
never be
sad.
happy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always going to critique you usually.
Yeah.
So you just have to
You
don't
just have
care.
to love
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I
not
love
give a
I
shit.
love the way I look. I've put so much dedication into it, and people either they recognize the dedication or they don't. And if they don't, it doesn't bother me.
So how else do you survive in regards to paying bills? Because if you're doing it, even if you're number 9, like what else comes with it? Because is there steady flow of income from it?
Yeah, so competing is very expensive. It is so expensive. The last year I got a decent amount of sponsor money, but mostly my OnlyFans is what keeps paying my bills. Very steady.
So basically any money you're making is lasting through the year, through your whole training, right?
Yeah. My OnlyFans, I have basically a steady amount that I make every month. So
Ooh, what do you do on there?
everything.
I know. I was so
What's
curious.
what's everything?
Yeah.
So
Share.
My boyfriend and I make videos on there. So
Like what kind of videos?
sex videos. So the very few times I am
porn?
horny.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I think people are just curious what
Wow.
buff chicks look like naked.
Yeah.
And if you want to pay for it, I will take your money.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's great. I'm curious too, but I don't want to pay for it.
I'll show you.
I'm very cheap.
She's one of those cheap, good-looking girls. So I saw that when you sent in your onboarding thing that came up. So I thought it was an interesting topic. We haven't really had anyone, I think, that has been on OnlyFans, and so I want to know a little more about that as well. So I guess the question really comes down to is, how profitable. Like, tell us a little bit about OnlyFans. Like, Dr. G, people have told, people I think have asked her, hey, maybe she should go on or not go on.
Yes.
I think a lot of women, even men, would say, hey, I'm interested. How does it work? I've never been on there.
Yeah.
So tell us more about like your experience and how long you've been on it.
I have been on it since September 2019, and it's the best thing I ever did.
Wow.
How much money do you make? Honestly.
I made
Just say rough estimate. Don't have to go into
Yeah.
that.
I made over
exactly.
$100,000 last year.
That's amazing.
Which is good. I mean, I never in my life thought that. Just
Wow.
randomly.
Yeah, I saw that.
I never in my life.
That's her angel. Her angel is not.
There's always a
gonna
lot
show
of
up.
energy over here.
I
in Florida.
love
She's got a lot
that
of things going on. By the end of the day, all the books and stuff fall on the floor
I know.
every single week.
I love psychic, so like I'm so stoked that you're here. I was like a psychic, fuck yeah. So I attribute OnlyFans to me being able to be so successful this past few years with bodybuilding because I was able to not work a job for anybody.
Just
and
focus on your
absolutely
work, yeah.
Yeah, and so that is my most, I'm forever thankful for OnlyFans and for the people who are my fans. Thank you.
Wow.
Um,
But On OnlyFans, do you have to kind of give them more and more? And is it a lot of it? Is it mainly sexual?
No, I like to
of it.
post a lot of like, I do a lot of artistic photo shoots and stuff where I can't post, my nipples on Instagram.
Okay.
So I like to do a lot of like body of art photo shoots where it's like,
More fun.
I work so hard to look this way and I want to show it off. And especially when I'm in my best conditioning and doing these very beautiful photo shoots where they're just a little too much for Instagram, and so that's what the great thing about OnlyFans is.
So are you doing pictures or video or both?
Both.
And what is better, or is it just a mixture of both to make money?
It's a mixture of both. I do mostly like pictures and little videos on like the main page, and then I sell videos pay-per-view on the side.
I feel like you should be also on the side. You should become an OnlyFans like consultant.
I was
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I was looking into doing that.
Because you've been doing it for so long, and there's different aspects, right?
There is. I do help a lot of like my girlfriends and stuff, especially if I'm like, hey, you want OnlyFans? Sign up under me. I'll be your reference, and then I'll help you as much as I can because I get a little kickback from that.
It's like 5% or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, my boyfriend, I signed him up under me, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have that where
Yeah.
you can refer someone,
Yeah.
the link or something, and you get a.
It's like multi-level marketing.
Yeah,
Oh,
shoot.
yeah.
Maybe I can just do referral.
Exactly. You only get it for a year, though, unfortunately.
Oh.
1 year? That's not good. All right, so pictures and video.
Cool.
And then, but that's great money that you're making from that. I mean, if I can make $100,000, I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't be having sex with my wife on
You
OnlyFans.
better show. You better
hey,
show some body parts.
I don't know if I would make $100,000. I wonder what men, some ugly looking guys, they're making $100,000. Chase, our engineer, he's on OnlyFans. He's always
Chase,
wearing,
you are.
I've been on once or twice.
He,
You have an OnlyFans
have
page.
I don't have one. I did like a couple joint ones.
He's normally wears the red hat, and he's like pretty much naked from below, and he's always like, hey, everybody, it's me.
Yeah, but I am looking for a point to adopt the ball cleavage that we were talking about in the last podcast.
You like
Ball
that?
cleavage.
I like that a lot. Yeah, we just cut a
Wait.
hole in the kind of taint area.
We had
it falls out.
a dating expert, which was a man. We're actually
I
gonna
want
have
to see a photo.
We're gonna have a
Chase.
dating expert, like a female,
you.
come on the show, and she's part of the whole fitness Olympia, as well. I gotta find out if that's what she's on.
Oh,
But
Fitness
basically-
Olympia thing.
Yeah, but anyway, so dating. Basically, she's a dating expert for females, right? But I was saying a lot of women wearing, showcasing their chest. Why can't men showcase like their
balls,
their
their ball cleavage?
And they were like, oh, you guys walking down the street, like, oh wow, look at that guy. But then someone,
Well, you can.
the last guy was just said, I may wind up getting more men to look at you
It's very true.
Yeah.
than females. So
That's
it may
how-
not be the best looking parts for a man to showcase.
I also-
But someone like Chase may do well with it because his is very, very
Well, I always thought that
Some
our
big ballage.
detailed. He's very detailed.
our appendages,
Yeah.
like if it was just hanging on the store, window, I wouldn't buy it because it just looks so fucking ugly. That's probably why they call it bumping uglies, right? I would never buy it.
You sure?
It was just hanging on the store. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why I don't want
Is
to.
that
I don't want to
It's
see
just
a
ugly.
dick
If
pic.
something's
I
like
only
hanging
want
in-
if
Exactly. Dick pics
It's
don't
just
do it.
ugly. It's just like your.
You're like,
penis
cool.
in the vagina.
Yeah.
Even a vagina just
Nice
hanging
balls,
in the store
bro.
window. I mean, it doesn't
The
look
last
pretty.
show, she was saying that when she rides a motorcycle, that a lot of times when she pulls up to somebody, some people will take out their
Oh,
penis
yeah,
and
totally.
showcase
Just-
their penis. So
Yeah.
someone mentioned that she should have a website where it was like showmeyourcock.com.
Yes.
And then basically she uploads the video from every time she stopped with the motorcycle, she would upload it.
Or maybe we can just get, that's a good idea. Or maybe have them create their own page and they can upload their dick pics on there and I can charge
can
them.
rate 'em.
Yeah.
To
Dick
review it.
ratings.
I can review it, but I can charge them for uploading it.
We're always trying to be.
That's a good idea.
We're always trying to be creative here.
Yeah. Always, there's many ways to make money.
Yeah, money
So-
making ideas.
For OnlyFans, I think most people think of some kind of sexual content, but it's expanded now. So a lot of celebrities
Oh my
have
God, yeah.
them. That just. And I'm curious. What do you find the most successful on there? And then how does it work? Because I've actually never been a user on OnlyFans. So
Yeah.
do people pay you per post or is it like a membership, like a year thing? Or how does it work? Or is it up to you?
So it's kind of up to you. You could do a free page where you can put paid posts on there that people pay the money for. I have a membership site, so you pay a monthly fee. And then on top of that, like the pay-per-view videos that I put out, But I do anything from like muscle fetish stuff, so like flexing, oiling up, to like our sex videos. And I take requests, whatever people want to see.
What does the best that you notice monetary?
Sex videos?
Sex.
Obviously.
Yeah. Everyone loves
People
porn.
want to. People
What's
want
the
to
story
see
with the feet thing? Now everyone's talking about like showcasing your feet.
I mean, people like feet. I mean, that's how me and my boyfriend got together.
How's
Yeah,
that?
you met on a.
No, he replied to one of my stories on Instagram, and I was like, "Free feet, people," and he replied with the drool emoji, and I'm like, "Is this guy flirting with me?" I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna message back," and then we just started messaging back and forth, and I had these super long nails at the time, so I didn't want to type, so I just sent video messages to people, and he started sending the video messages back, and I was like, very interested, and I was like, our phones were dying. We were talking so much.
Aww.
So I was like, I'm down to hang out with somebody, like if you want to hang out, and then we were inseparable.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long are you guys together?
It'll be 2 years in July.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind going on.
No, he has his own OnlyFans
Obviously.
too.
So how does that work for being a man?
His audience is male.
One time I got hit on by a male dancer at a gay club, and I assumed he was gay, and then he was like, "No, I just make really good money." So
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I was gonna
that have
say, is
their
your
male
boyfriend
audience-
bisexual?
No,
Yeah.
Okay, not at all.
strictly me.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
tell like how many are men or women? They show the ratio?
You can mostly.
Do you see them? Do you see
no,
the pictures?
I mean, they could send you pictures for sure, but
So how did you know that it's men?
mostly because of like what they're asking for, or
What are they
just
asking
like their screen name.
Oh,
Like big hairy guy?
You
Yeah,
can
big
tell,
hairy
yeah. But hey,
That's yours.
Big boy.
money is money.
That's my.
that's
that
his
is
screen
me.
name.
Big hairy boy.
I gotta admit,
we're gonna have to
that's
look on
me, it's me.
OnlyFans for
Big
him.
hairy guy's
Harry
me.
Daddy.
Big daddy, big problems, Harvard daddy. So what are they asking for him specifically?
Big daddy problem.
Like what is it? It seems like weird stuff.
Yeah, just weird stuff.
Oh, okay. Let us know the weirdest thing.
For me, that I've gotten.
Yeah.
One really weird one I got was this isn't like super sexual, but this person offered me $20,000 supposedly, and I quote, to wear high heels and step on mini pet creatures. So like there's one fetish where you crush animals or like little like rats or gerbils.
Oh.
And I said, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
I could never.
Oh my
I don't
God.
even like to step on worms when it's
Yeah.
rainy out on the ground. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
could
horrible.
never.
Wow.
Not for
What kind
20,000.
of animals? Just little.
Like gerbils or
Gerbils.
rats or hamsters.
Oh,
so
poor
what are you supposed to
baby.
set that up and just start
Put them
working
on the
them?
ground and step on them.
And it came through like a message, like, "Hey, I'll give you 20 grand."
Yeah.
But how do you know it's legit? Like, how is it an offer? Like the 20 grand would go through? Like, how do you know? They say,
know-
"Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just joking."
There would have to be
Thanks for killing those
logistics,
10 squirrels.
but I know that stuff is real.
Yeah.
They'd have to send the money first. Probably.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
like dark
Yeah.
web stuff, as
yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if he requested for you to step on like cockroaches or something like that,
No.
or crickets? You still wouldn't do that.
Crickets maybe,
Okay.
but like I don't even the cricket killer video. No,
No
I just
cockroach, but cricket.
on it.
Or-
But here's the thing about it
Crickets'
too.
lives matter.
The cool thing, the cool thing about OnlyFans is like I can control the content. I control what I put out. So like if I don't want to do something, I say I don't want to do that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So like, do I want a video out there of me crushing crickets? Nah.
So how does it work? Can people record it or save the video of whatever you're doing?
I mean,
I'm sure they can.
I mean, there's screen recording technology.
stuff gets all over Reddit.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Unfortunately,
mean, you wouldn't know if they're gonna save it or
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Do you? Well, a lot of times, like if people take pictures, like it's on FaceTime, you would get notified that someone took a picture.
But
right?
even
Yeah.
like you can take
record
a
from the
video of, on another screen. I mean, like
Yeah.
there's so many.
any
different-
unusual things like that happen where someone got a video of you or did something a little bit unusual or replayed it back to you?
no, not really. Thank goodness.
Was she already doing porn? on
No, I'm just
there?
saying like any weird stuff. I'm just
No,
I'm just thinking of some sickos that may be out there, right? They're like
Was she-
recording and sending it back. Like I got your video. I got
Was
I'm
She
like,
has to
cool. If
do
you have
it.
my video, I'd ask, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, exactly. I already got your money, buddy.
So, I mean, I always. It's amazing in today's world that she's making $100,000 from doing it. I mean, people that say they can't, not that I'm trying to push OnlyFans, but people that say they can't work or do something, like you just go on OnlyFans and you make some money. Like these days, even like with Danny on TikTok, guys jumping around. Thanks for the flowers. Hey, he's jumping around. Like he puts on digital hats. You think the guy's like a prostitute on TikTok these days. Like he's jumping around like a lunatic.
It's an amazing time
for $32.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm thankful for it. So thankful.
So you've been doing it a few years. So is that stable money, $100,000 every single year?
No, it's increased.
It's increased. I think that we all need to do it.
You do it. Okay, you do it first.
We should get Danny to do it. Danny really would want to do it.
Do what? Porn?
We got to pimp out Danny, the crime solver.
Is his girlfriend going to be okay with that? Is she
I
going to
think
do it with
these days
him?
it seems like for money that she's
Be
okay
like,
with
babe,
anything.
I'll buy you some red
If
bottoms.
He probably would do well. If he's
Yeah.
doing well right now on TikTok,
Yeah. If you want.
you agree?
I think he would. I do.
He probably would do
Yeah,
well.
he
I mean,
would, yeah.
it could be a lot of guys that are watching. That's what I was asking, can people see it? But the bottom line is there's definitely opportunity. We're making $100,000 doing it for people out there.
There are girls who make $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
$400,000 a month.
I mean, it's insane. Also,
That's
I'm
too
also
much money.
told
Man.
I'm also told that there's some people that just kind of they're not showing their full body, but they're
No.
wearing like a bathing suit.
You could block your face out. Like, you could be anonymous. It's all a matter of, like, promoting yourself on other, platforms.
Yeah.
I thankfully already kind of had, like, a social media presence with my Instagram. So when I started my OnlyFans, it just was pretty easy.
Yeah.
So what about Dr. G's really big with all kinds of, like she's saying it's Valentine's Day, and like it's really big to have like these different type of like sexual toys and stuff like that. She actually is the only doctor that walks around with she has a bag of goodies.
Is that what that is?
And for Valentine's
Oh my God,
Day,
it
I
she
do.
wants to solve everyone's problem. For some reason, she showed up with a bag of goodies for Valentine's Day that she wanted to like showcase and talk about.
in
Let's see.
spirit.
But maybe it would help your situation.
know, right?
Maybe look, we're turning this around. We're solving your problem today. She's got all kinds of toys here.
Ooh,
yeah,
that looks fun.
in spirit of Valentine's Day, and this is for couples and stuff, obviously, right? To enhance your experience.
You can buy it
together.
today for $19.99.
Yeah,
Go to
this is kind of cool,
problemsolver.vegas.
right? So you got that. Yeah.
Are we gonna get flagged on YouTube for this?
Nope. I didn't bring anything that looks like a penis
Okay,
or
good.
a vagina.
Can she even say those words? Like,
Yeah.
Just this
And
is
nothing.
stretching.
Can't see anything.
He's
know,
helping
it's-
her stretch.
But it's
Oh,
cool
they're wearing
too.
underwear. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so this is my private collection actually. So
Shanti has her own private collection.
this
at-
is all my stuff. That's why I was able to bring it. I didn't buy any of this. So this is kind of cool. It's like a sex coupon you can use and you can give it to your partner.
Let me grab some coupons real quick.
Yeah, and then you can give it to your
Make instant.
partner.
I have to give this to my
Yeah,
wife here.
and then and redeem it. Have your partner redeem it for when they feel like it.
That's
So
a good idea.
Yeah, you can give them a whole book. It's cool.
We're going. I'm taking my boyfriend to Big Bear for Valentine's Day, so we can have a nice little cabin, romance, and go snowboarding. We'd probably be a little too tired, so we gotta get the sex out of the way first.
yeah, exactly, for sure. Jump his bones first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, see, I don't have a partner, so I do all this alone.
This is by herself.
I do this alone.
You might as well just go on
You do need an
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you might
right.
as well get paid for
I know.
doing
I
it.
figure, okay, if everything else, doesn't work out in my life, I can definitely go to that.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I'm all right. I mean, I make.
We pay a lot for her to be here today.
I make-
a lot of money. It's very expensive.
I make
both these females.
I make $100,000 laying in bed for 12 hours doing nothing. I work like an hour a day,
Goals.
so I'm good.
Goals.
So yes.
The extra $10,000 one may not be bad.
Yeah, I mean.
You can give it to the cats,
I'm
to John
lazy.
Orlando's cats.
I'm lazy. So this is look
nipple clips.
Nipple clip. Look. Yeah.
I like
want-
the feathers.
Just what every home needs.
Here. Here,
This is like what
With-
every
with
household needs.
feathers.
Come here, Dave.
This is-
Let me.
This is
clip
what every
your-
household needs.
Let me clip your nipple. Come here.
Listen,
come here.
the show's going well if Chase is laughing.
This is quite the
I don't
contrast
know-
to last
I don't
week's
know-
episode too.
I don't know if this is solving my problem. I got more problems, That this is not like a
hurt?
fun
Does that hurt?
situation. Yeah, I don't think.
You're not enjoying
No,
this.
luckily my wife doesn't watch this show until I tell her to watch it. I'm like, you may want to skip, episode.
Skip this episode.
Ow, that hurts. You may want to skip 187, and then just go to 188
You're
because
so red.
I don't understand how that's comfortable. I'm not into pain.
Well, I
You know what I'm
mean, you
saying?
can adjust it. It's adjustable.
The coupon book is
Yeah.
good. This is like for normal
Yeah.
people, like a
Normal.
I go home with this book with my wife. Right?
And this is the Kama Sutra, so it has all these sexual positions. So.
Have you done every page?
No, unfortunately, I haven't. But when someone comes
Her
over
goal.
one day, when I have a lover, I'm gonna go through each one each
I think
day.
some of those positions
One day.
are
Yeah, one
somewhat
day.
acrobatic.
One day when she has a
Yeah,
lever.
it's a lot of pages.
One day when
know- by the
when
way,
I
you
lose
know-
my virginity.
Do you know any good-looking guys that,
I'm pretty new to the area.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, yeah. She's practicing all this stuff.
So
in the
this
book.
is just a massager, y'all. Don't get excited.
That's for you. I'll autograph it later.
This is just a massager.
Massage.
Yeah,
Pass it to you in a minute.
you can massage different parts of your neck.
Your neck, yeah.
Yeah, it vibrates. Well, I think I used this one so much, like the battery is kind of like
You need
fucked
some
up
new
right.
batteries. Chase, can we get some new batteries in
coming out of
Studio
it.
C?
It won't come out.
Need some new batteries in Studio C, please, Kevin.
What kind of batteries do you need?
It's D's, I think, but it's exploded in
You
here.
definitely don't
so-
want that exploding
Not waterproof.
inside you, I believe.
I didn't put it all up inside. Remember, I use it.
Laura, what's going on with
I
the
use
show?
it as a massager.
I don't know what's going on. Somehow,
So see,
somehow Dr. G took over the whole show.
Yeah, I just like
She
I
brings
said,
like all her stuff here. She
There's
brings like lunch.
different
a very different show.
Different
Ta-
sizes.
tacos. She brings nipple plugs, books, coupons.
I didn't bring a whole lot. I just have a couple more things. Okay, so this is kind of like a massage.
One last thing is the
too.
super fan Ilvia.
Looks like a
is really,
double-ended
really gonna
massager.
love this show, and say like what is going on after she critiques this one.
Yeah.
So the super fan.
So
Ilvia,
this
when she
is like
sees
kind
this.
of a massager as well, but look, it's bendable, so you can go a lot of different directions with it. I mean,
Put two people on there.
two or
It's definitely
three,
a Valentine's Day special.
4.
Laura's looking at you. You're absolutely nuts. Laura,
No,
this,
no.
Look,
I just
this is what I need on me. I definitely have to tell my wife skip episode 1 of these things.
I can hear it.
Chase, please remind me. I don't know what's going on here. This is. Some people have way too much time. They have way too much money, and they just have.
So
these-
where has this been? Are you concerned about this?
No, I just.
it's all washed.
I still have to. She washes it. Thank God. Right?
Wash it.
Now we're-
Wash it. Don't worry.
It's bad enough I have to worry about the cleanliness now. I have to she just put it all over
Oh, so
my
yes.
problem solver shirt, which by the way is for sale at the problemsolver.vegas. There is merchandise
So see,
available.
like, it's
I got it.
different
I know what
settings,
vibration
different
feels like.
settings,
I'm
okay.
on planet Earth.
Okay, good. So
Would you listen, Chelsea? Would you agree that she should just be on OnlyFans? She's
Chelsea-
doing.
You could do sex.
She's
Sex
doing
Chelsea
nothing
toy
would
else.
look
reviews.
good in this.
Yeah, I
Chelsea
would.
would look amazing in this.
She was wearing this before she came. I'm like, you
Yeah.
got to change. And this is what she changed into. I'm like, it's a problem solver show. We're supposed to be helping
That is
solve
very
problems.
hot. I have something
Look at
kind of
that,
similar.
right? Yeah, see? And then we had the whip. Look.
Why am I? Maybe I'm in the wrong seat here. Today I'm being like, ow, this hurts.
You don't like-
police
you don't like it?
This is police brutality here.
See?
All right, so the bottom line is Dr.
Fun
G is
stuff.
basically saying for Valentine's Day,
Valentine's Day.
if you want to
guys should go.
spruce up your home life.
Yeah, spruce, not
Spruce?
screw.
Did I say spruce,
Not
screw?
not screws up. Spruce,
Spruce?
up. Yes.
I don't know.
Spice it up.
Spice it up. Make it exciting, you guys, because I know sex can get boring with your partner, especially if you've been together for a number of years,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So that's just some ideas. I mean, I don't do any of this stuff.
She just has this. She's part of a club, and she gets the monthly. This all came from the monthly club. A monthly
toy of the
Gentille
month.
club. The
This
Gentille
is
club.
my lifetime supply.
So if you want to purchase any of these items, you can call 1-833-GENTILLE.
Oh, yeah.
And she does sell this along with real estate nationwide. So if you buy a home or sell a home, a package of
Will be
fetish fantasy
We'll be
toys
left in the bedroom.
will be left in the bedroom.
Yeah.
If you're a
It's your
married couple,
housewarming gift.
Absolutely
help-
free for you.
for free.
If
So
you buy a house.
everyone that buys and sells a home, you
Special
get,
bonus.
you get a whole kit, which is very nice. What realtor's doing that in Las Vegas? That's a very good point.
That's actually a great idea.
Exactly.
It's actually good marketing.
It is.
I like
Exactly.
it. Buy a home, get a free sex kit
A
And I
sex
can even
gift bag.
to ensure happiness in your
Yeah,
home.
and I
Break-
can even
break in
come
the
and
home.
demonstrate, not demonstrate.
Chris in the house.
She does it all. All right, yeah. She was dying to bring this stuff out for Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's,
so,
yes.
Laura, you have anything to say?
Well,
about this stuff?
I do actually just a different topic, so again, I don't know very much about bodybuilding, and I know in athletics, one of the big sort of hot topics is the issue of trans, people competing and how that's handled. So I'm curious how that's handled in bodybuilding.
I have not heard of. We haven't.
That hasn't really been an issue.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
So I am very curious about that too, because
Because how would you know, right? Unless they were openly
yeah, I don't
admitting
even-
that they are trans.
Yeah.
correct?
So if trans women competed in women's bodybuilding, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about?
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
curious
how
as a bodybuilder, how you feel about that topic as a whole.
Because now you have someone that's really a man that's pretending to be a woman,
Yeah.
and they're born a man, so they already have the genetics and the genes as a man, as they don't have to work as hard as you. It's almost like that swimmer, remember?
Yeah.
that
the
was
swimmer.
trans and that
Yeah.
won, but I think they
changed
canceled
the rules.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should all be able to compete no matter what.
You don't think it would be? I mean, you would still think it'll be fair?
But here's the thing. I feel like, so we're female bodybuilding, we have like a specific look, right? And most trans women, they might have a thicker waist because they are we're born a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And females, we're supposed to have this little tiny waist. Like, there are some things that could prevent them from doing as well as, say, a natural woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm all for it.
But these days, plastic surgery.
I know.
Some of them look better than.
I know,
women.
but as far as bodybuilding, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be very different. I don't know how it would translate.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
Well, that would be interesting to just keep an eye out on. Right?
I know, so I'm
Yeah.
curious. I'm curious for that, the first trans
Yeah.
athlete to come about. If there is somebody out there, cool. I would love to
Yeah.
talk to them about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Are there any specific? We went over a lot of different things about yourself in regards to fitness, modeling, trainer, your OnlyFans. We pretty much covered a lot of different things with you. Is there anything that you want to share? Any specific topics? Any wisdom you want to share with people? Again, the show, as much as we're laughing, we have some good times and stuff like that. The goal really is to help solve problems in different ways. Maybe people want to get into bodybuilding, they're females. I mean, the truth is, the OnlyFans, as much as we joke around, the truth is, it is a way of income these days.
Yeah.
And I'm not, whether you want to do it or not, I know people that are just showcasing their body with bathing suits. You don't
Yeah.
have to do the
You
whole
don't
sex
have to
thing.
be naked.
It is a
Yeah.
way of income. And the truth is, in some regards, we're fortunate. There's a lot of people that are making money that way, in different ways, guys and girls.
Yeah.
So I think it's great. It's opportunity if you're entrepreneurial and you don't
Yeah.
mind doing those things.
How often on OnlyFans do you have to put out, some content? Is it
I try to post at least like every other day.
Okay.
At least like a picture or something.
Yeah.
Videos not so much, but I like to at least keep it very active.
Okay,
Because I mean, these people are paying to see new content.
Yeah.
So
How much? So if I want to see you on a monthly basis, subscription is subscription different fee for every person?
No, it's
So
flat
how much
rate.
is it?
I charge $14.99.
Okay, per month.
And how many people you have?
I stay
Subscribers?
around like 400 subscribers.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it makes me very happy.
See, my problem is I'm so lazy.
She's like the laziest realtor, laziest.
The best thing about it is you could be laying in bed
Yeah.
just messaging people back.
I know, I'm so lazy.
She'll
just
never get out of bed.
Yeah.
putting
It's better
up, doing content, and I mean, even for my business,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I rarely do something right because but I have to get motivated to
Yeah.
do it, and I have to be ready. La la la. It's just too much work. for me.
Honestly, I completely understand because the problem when I'm prepping for a show and I look my best, I'm like, yeah, I want to make these videos, but I have to really actively put in the effort to put makeup on,
Yeah.
to do my hair, to work on getting this content out. But the great thing about it now is, if we just do it, it will make us money for however long. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just got my YouTube going and stuff like that. And so it's like, as much as sometimes I don't want to record, like once I get those videos out, like I'm monetized already. So it's like, that's going to keep making me money.
Yeah.
Like there's so many ways to create revenue.
Right.
So basically,
nowadays.
400 people a month times $15 is about $6,000 a month just in subscribers, and then you get the
Yeah,
extra money.
Extra money.
From videos
That's
and stuff
amazing.
like that, tips and things.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still debating if I should try it.
If you're
I wanna-
making,
can I pick you out
hella
and
money,
record
there's
some-
no reason.
I need to probably try it before I turn 80 or something, huh?
You should,
But
it's
that might
only
be a
few
market
years.
for me then too.
It
I
could
know,
be,
couple
yeah.
years, okay?
Come meet grandma on OnlyFans.
Yeah, something. I can just take my
Come meet grandma.
I can take
Cambodian,
my
French,
denture out and
Chinese.
just chew on something. That.
Well, I really
Nah.
appreciate you coming on the show. Laura, Gentille, any other questions in general that you may have? Since we got her here, we'll hold it down. And any other questions we could tar and feather her?
No, I think we've,
I think it's great stuff in general. I'd love for you to come back and
Yeah.
kind of share in the
I
future.
have
When's
a
the next?
question, too.
Yeah,
you have another. Okay.
Yeah.
just real quick. When's the next?
Show.
Show.
The goal is 2024, early 2024, but I might hop into one at the end of the year. We'll see. It depends on, I need to improve some things and that takes time off. You need time off of the gear. The problem is with these women, they stay on the gear for too long and that's when the real side effects really start. The face changes and
Hair,
stuff.
yeah.
The hair fall, like you start receding hairline and stuff.
So you have to be really careful with that.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna rush anything. It was my first year. And
Oh,
I
that's
had
doing too much too quickly,
for
right?
too long. And so like I just had my first pro season, so I'm gonna be around for a while.
May I ask you one more question? Is it true that the clitoris gets bigger?
It does.
Like how big?
It depends. It depends. Honestly, like side effects are really person dependent too.
Oh, okay.
One woman might not have that as much, and one woman might, but might still look very feminine. I do know when I'm on gear, it gets a little more swole. But also too, the weird thing is, so when you lose all your body fat, you like lose your pussy lip fat.
Okay.
So it's like,
So
it's interesting.
smaller.
Yeah. So it's like my lips go away, so my clit is more exposed.
Oh my God.
But then now that I have some fat on me, it's like I could, I look fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is definitely a problem.
Not anything compared to like a.
I'm so glad she's on the problem solver.
No.
Okay.
This is where the problem. This is where the problem solver has went to a new level. Solving this type of problem. If you have this type of problem, you contact the problem solver.
Remember,
The problem solver Vegas.
remember, I'm the sex aspect of this show,
Yes,
so I'm
you'll
always
direct-
going to talk about.
Go directly to Dr. G. I will forward the phone call to Dr. G. Any problems in the lower region, Dr. G specializes in that type of problem solving area.
But I mean, it makes
Next down.
From the neck down, that's her. Anything
Just call
above.
just call
Anything
me.
communication is me. Psychic goes to Laura, and then anything below the neck down goes to Dr. G.
Anything debaucherous, yeah, call me.
But the cool thing about it being a little swole, is like you're more sensitive, and so like orgasms are great sometimes.
That's all Dr. G needs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But when I have the energy to have sex.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So, if someone is interested in bodybuilding, where would you recommend for them to start? And then also, aside from the obvious of getting a really fit body, what do you feel are some of the benefits or reasons to get into bodybuilding?
Well,
I'm curious.
Not just so like aside from bodybuilding, so the fundamentals of it is eating healthy and being active, and more people need to be that. So
Definitely.
it just builds a great foundation, and also routine in your day. If I don't have a routine, like I'm all fucked up. So like every single day is the same. I wake up, do my cardio, eat my meal. It keeps me on the straight and narrow, and it really helped me from not partying as much. Like bodybuilding really kind of saved me, I think. And a lot of bodybuilders will say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like an addiction. I traded like one addiction for another.
Sure.
And
What's your age, sweetie?
I'm
Let me
31.
ask. Oh, God, you're so young.
Yeah.
Oh,
so young.
my goodness.
I'm a baby.
You are a baby.
But if someone wants to get into bodybuilding, I mean, finding somebody to look up to is a good way to start. There's so much information online nowadays. You can go on YouTube and find so many things. But the best way is to find, if there's somebody that you look up to, find out if they coach.
Yeah.
There are people who are willing to help anybody. I'm willing to help anybody who wants help.
Oh, that's
Great.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yay.
I love to help people feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
We have the power to completely change our physiques.
Yes.
And like, hey, you don't like your legs? Guess what? You could change it. You want to build an ass, or you have no butt? You can build it. And that's the coolest part, is like you're doing it yourself. And it's like the satisfaction.
What about those men, that big bodybuilder men that has these big upper body, and then their legs are like little chicken legs?
Yeah, well, they're pussies because they don't want to train legs.
Is that why?
I
Because they don't
mean,
train it?
Yeah, that, or like,
Genetics,
some
right?
guys just don't have calves.
Yeah.
And so like they could have these big upper bodies, but like they don't have these calves, so it makes it look weird.
It's so funny, honestly.
It's unfortunate, but-
Guys, please.
Train your calves,
Try to
do the
even it up,
squats.
please.
But
Yeah.
I love that you're bringing about the point that you really can change because-
Anything.
So I'm genetically predisposed to be overweight, and I have to eat very carefully.
Yeah, me too.
But I think sometimes people just assume that I just have always been thin or relatively thin, and
You could see your little arms.
yeah, oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, but just that it's really important to know that you can go from anything to a completely different.
I'll have to
body.
send you some of my transformation photos, because
That'd be great.
I was 230 at one point. I compete at 160 something, at 5.5%, 6% body fat. So I've been on the spectrum. Like I've been up and down throughout the years. And that's the one thing that I love about Instagram, is I've documented all of that on there. You could go on my Instagram and see
Progression.
just the years of change.
The last question I have for you: what's the best way of losing like 20 pounds?
Change your diet.
That seems too hard.
But then everybody's
Diet.
like, I don't know what to eat. But I love my
she
food.
just had like 3 tacos here before she started. Look at
One burrito.
There's nothing wrong
That
with
was-
cheat meals.
that. Got it. So
But when
basically,
you
it's all,
deserve it.
it's all
It's all.
Diet.
It's
It
a lot
is.
of 70% diet,
Honestly,
right?
I say it's 100% diet, 100%
okay.
training. For me, it has to be because I could train like crazy, but if my like diet really isn't on point, I'll still get fat.
I'm the same. For me, it's carbs. Like if I eat carbs, I balloon up. Like even if I'm exercising and kind of like not having that many calories. So,
Do you train people or charge?
I do. So
training?
I haven't since I moved here in April of this last year, and since then I was like prepping the whole time, so I wasn't focusing on trying to find clients here. But now that I have time to like give other people my energy, I'm focusing on trying to get some clients out here.
Oh, great! Yeah.
So if you guys are in Vegas and need a trainer,
There you go.
I'm your girl.
There it is.
All right, awesome, Chelsea. I really appreciate you coming on the show. Again, if anyone wants to get in touch with Chelsea, they can contact the Problem Solver at 702-999-1111. TheProblemSolver.Vegas. Again, any problems and issues, we'd love to help you out. Or we have a different network of different people, whether it's lawyers, doctors, we have trainers, we have all kinds of people, dietitians, chiropractor, physical therapy, you name
Psychics.
it. Psychics.
Anything you want, baby.
Real estate, mortgages. What don't we do? We have the entire network
Everything.
of good people that basically going to take care of people. You know, before someone in the studio mentioned, hey, they need a, they want to actually rent a place. They said, I want to do rent to own. You know, and a lot of people don't know, like rent to own, certain people, it's really not a good situation because most people will never wind up buying that home. And it's kind of a little bit of a scam because a lot of people take advantage of people with rent to own and lease to own programs.
Call me, please, because I can help with that. Rent, and
But
it's
most
not
people,
a scam.
well, most people, they don't really take care of their credit. They don't get, they don't really fix things. And then I've seen just a lot of people being taken advantage of those type of things.
Well,
Seller
because-
financing is different. And there's a whole
Yeah,
real estate.
but rent to own can be, we can talk about
Most
that
people
later.
aren't as disciplined, but that's what the whole point
Yeah.
is to have good conversations, right? Different people have different beliefs. Like you're saying, fitness in regards to how you eat or work out and stuff like that. So the goal is for us to help people solve problems, for us to call us and use our network as well of different people. So again, the ProblemSolver.Vegas, and again, appreciate Laura. Thanks so much for joining
you.
as a co-host. Dr. G, thanks so much for your. We appreciate your feedback.
Happy Valentine's coming up.
And we're glad that she brought all her friends in her bag that she could
All my
showcase
friends.
for the public, for the community. Always solving problems in the community. And then thanks so much, Chelsea Dion, for being here and sharing your story. Again, a lot of this stuff's a personal stuff, and we really appreciate you sharing because I think we've definitely learned stuff in general, and we've never had a bodybuilder. We never had someone that's on OnlyFans, so we really appreciate your honesty.
Double
and
whammy.
even talking about the income situation because we've never really had someone talk about it. And I think for other people that want to make some money, it's opportunity. If you need money, you have bills to pay.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't mind it. You don't mind doing it, right?
No, I mean
You enjoy it.
I've
Enjoy
worked whatever job just to pay my bills for so long, like barely making it.
Amazing.
So the fact that like I have some savings, you know, I'm able to afford a nice apartment.
Yeah.
I'm able to do whatever I want whenever I want. That is freedom.
That's awesome.
And it's fucking amazing. So
Yeah, it's a great story. I mean, I love hearing it.
Yeah.
Some people could judge her or other people for going online or whatever. She doesn't have a problem. She's making money. It's financial freedom for her for basically living her life, and she doesn't maybe have to work so hard in general. So I think it's great. I mean, I really do.
Hey, Chelsea, when you're ready to buy a house,
absolutely,
call me.
I will. I would love to buy a house eventually.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you so
everything.
much. Yeah.
So I'm Dave Colmeyer, the Problem Solver. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, Thursday at 5:30. Be careful. Be safe out there.